Hi, welcome to Tech Bike Parts. This is just a video to show you some of the new parts that are now available that have just come online, and some of the parts that are going to be available in the next few weeks or months. First of all, just arrived in are multi-adjustable foot pegs for the new Triumph models. This is a pair on the bike here. What we found on the Street Twin in particular was this height. If you've got a longer inside leg, the height from the seat to the foot peg is a bit cramped. It's really short because the seat's dropped away and the standard foot peg is straight. Now it's not so bad on the T100 because it's got a cranked down peg, but what you find on the T100, because it's got quite a thick peg, you can actually ground it quite easily. So we've come up with these multi-adjustable foot pegs. Now these have got 8 positions on them. Basically you remove this bolt and it's got a slotted location there, and you can obviously move the end. Now the good thing about them is that we've actually gained about an inch at the end of the peg over the standard peg, so you can have them cranked down without losing any ground clearance at all. So they're a neat little thing. Now we also do those these will fit the T120, the T100, the Street Cup. On the Street Cup they're really handy because you can actually make the footrest semi-rear set, because the standard ones are quite far forward for the clip-on type bars. So that's a useful idea. And it's, again, on the Thruxton, personally I find that the standard foot pegs are just slightly forward for what I like. So you can fit those on the Thruxton as well. And we do silver pegs with black hangers, which match the bike quite well on the Thruxtons particularly, or we do them in all black for bikes like the Street Twin. We also do matching click tape rear pegs for them as well, alloy ones, again to get rid of the rubberiness on some of the models. As you can see, this bike's got a different exhaust system on. This is our new Rebel 2-in-1 system. Now this will fit all the 900s apart from the Street Scrambler, so it'll fit the Street Twin, the Street Cup, the T100, and it will also fit the T120 as well. It's the only 2-in-1 system that has a big enough free flow bore to work on a 1200 motor. Now we've also developed a version of this system to fit the Thruxton. This is a development one at the moment on this Thruxton. The front pipes are the same as the Rebel system, and that is a modified Rebel silencer, and we will be running a different silencer on it on the production version. It won't have rivets in the back like that, and it'll be very slightly different. It'll be more like cone shaped. On the Thruxton, while we're here, this is our Bahrain Mirrors that we do in either silver or black, and this is a new item that we're now doing. We're now doing our adjustable levers to fit the bikes with radial master cylinders. So these are handy because you can actually adjust the reach when you're on the move. And again, this bike has the rear pegs on. I haven't actually changed the pegs on this one yet because the pegs have just come in, but you can fit our adjustable pegs on this. Another item we've been asked for is people fit tail tidies, and when you fit a tail tidy, they're normally, this is set on this one, you normally have to use single hole mounting indicators. You can't use the standard 2-hole ones. So we've made these little adapters where you can use the genuine Triumph or any other 2-hole mounting indicator. So these are made out of machined aluminium, and it means you can if you've bought the LED type of indicators, you can mount them on there. You may need to change the plug on the indicators, but apart from that they'll bolt straight on. That's a brand new thing that's just come in. Another new item that's just come online is the performance camshaft for the 1200s. We now have those. This gives about a 10 brake horsepower jump from standard with no other modifications whatsoever, and with our 2-in-1 system we're getting almost 110 brake horsepower at the rear wheel with it, with no other modifications done to the bike whatsoever, just the cam and the exhaust. And it also shows how our new 2-in-1 breathes. It breathes much freer than the standard system. The standard system, although it looks big bore, actually reduces in bore during its length, and the bends where it goes into the catalytic converter are really tight and restrictive. So we've taken all that out with smooth radius bends, and it's actually bigger bore down the entire length than the actual standard 1200 thrusting system is. So we're getting a good performance gain there. It also saves a huge amount of weight on the bike. The camshaft's just a straightforward change from the standard camshaft. They're available now, they're £360, and they will fit all the 1200 motors, and literally it's just a fit and forget job. You put it in, set it up, and it gives you instant performance gain over the standard cam. The cams, talking about cams, the 900 cam for the later bikes and the Street Scrambler is now available. Again, it's the same price as the early one we've had available for a few months now, £360 including your tax. Racks, we've now starting to do racks for the T120, T100, Street Twin and Street Cup in chrome. We've been asked quite a bit for it, so they're now in stock. And we also do the matching chrome pannier rails to go with those. So that's another new item. And on this bike here, we've got a pre-production version of our steering damper kit that we're doing. Now we're making these for all the models. They'll first be introduced for the Street Twin, Street Cup, T100, T120, and we'll be doing them for the Thruxton models after that. They'll be available around the turn of the year. So thanks for watching. We'll keep you informed of all the new products that are coming out. We've got a new 1200 Scrambler on order. We hope to be making some parts for those when we get our hands on it. And thanks for watching and supporting us.